Hey guys, Matt here from our channel called Team Krueger.
Hey guys, Neo Axel here from our channel called Team Krueger.
And today, we're going to start Team Krueger reaction video, episode 501. Yes, so this video is actually from WFX Sketch Animation 45. And just so you guys know which video you want us to write for your channel, leave a link for the video you want us to write for your channel if you give a shout out. Yep, so shout out to WFX Sketch Animation 45. So let's see this. Okay, so this video is actually called 3 Creepy True Valentine's Day Horror Stories Animated. So let's see this. That was weird. The very, very creepy Valentine's obsession.
This happened around Valentine's Day a few years ago. At the time, I worked at a local food store, and I was staying in a small house with a roommate. We'd known each other for a while, and I felt safe living with him, despite being a single woman. On a random day at work, the store was slow, so I was just minding my business at the register when this middle-aged guy walked in. He scanned the room almost like he was lost, unsure of what kind of store he was in.
Ugh, look at him. It looks like he hasn't slept in days. And look at his lips.
A sudden dumb smile.
Yeah, it's already creepy.
I smiled back, putting on my
very
voice and greeting him like any other person.
Hello. Looking for anything in particular?
Oh, I think you know.
Well, I'm not a mind reader, but we got hot food, cold drinks, cigarettes.
It looks like he hasn't
you name
slept
it.
in years.
Then,
Yeah, it looks like he's gotten high or something.
Excuse me?
you said name what I want.
That looks like he's talking so weird.
I want you.
Yeah, look at his lips. It looks so
You know,
puffy
you
and
don't
weird.
tell people.
Yeah, very.
I like a woman with a sense of humor. How about I get your number instead?
How about you buy a lottery ticket? Will those digits work?
That'll do. For now. In the beginning, I didn't think much of this guy. Unfortunately, this man, whose name I learned was Damien, went beyond flirtation into full-blown obsession. Instead of coming in 2 or 3 times a week like a typical regular who had a crush on me, Damien came in every single day, usually more than once. Each day, he would try to get at me in different ways, starting with cheesy pickup lines and cheap gifts from the drugstore across the street. But his attempts became dirtier, creepier, and wilder. And then came February. Every single time he showed up, he told me how many days there were left until Valentine's Day. By this point, I was really starting to hate him. And on February 14th, I was finally done. A few hours before my shift ended on Valentine's Day, Damien came in and sulked around the store for a bit. When he came up to the register, he put a pack of condoms on the counter, then stared at me saying, "I'm really excited for tonight.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
I have my bedroom set up for a very special date. I've got wine,
He's
chocolate,
yandering for him.
brandy,
I mean
fresh
her.
bed sheets to soil.
He's yandering for
I
her.
was wondering, can you give me these?
He's a
for
sicko.
free?
That's disgusting.
And why the hell
He
would
doesn't know
I
anything
ask
about true
you?
love.
Yeah, freak.
Well, because they're going to be inside you
You
later.
know what? I'm done. Get out!
What?
I said get the hell out of my store before I call the cops!
Fine. Raw it is. After one final sickening remark, Damien left. For the rest of my shift, I tried to not let the whole encounter bother me. When it was time for me to go home, I was paranoid just to walk to my car, thinking he could be waiting for me outside the store. I then made it to my car and locked the doors immediately. That put me at ease. I wasn't concerned about him at all on my drive home, nor was I worried about the walk from my car to the front door of my house. I lingered in the foyer as I slipped off my shoes and put my keys up on the hook, calling out to my roommate to see if he was home. It was Damien.
Oh no, he followed her home.
Yeah, it's the weirdo.
He's got a knife.
Happy Valentine's Day, sweetie.
Please get out of my house. I'm not alone.
Bullshit. I've waited here all day. I know you're lying.
Help! He's got a knife!
You bitch!
Oh no.
Oh my lord!
My body froze from utter shock. I couldn't breathe or move. I was stuck standing there, looking at his face of pure evil and hate as he stabbed me again and again.
She's dead!
Finally, I heard my roommate's voice.
She's
He was
losing a
shouting,
lot of
but it
blood.
sounded
She
like
doesn't
he
have that
was
much
miles
time.
away. He managed to scare off Damien. Then he locked the door. When he looked over at me, reality finally caught up, and I collapsed. My roommate stayed with me and called 911. He kept telling me to stay awake to keep me from passing out. I focused on the pain of him pressing his body weight into my abdomen to slow the bleeding. At last, the ambulance came. With a drip of morphine and a bag of blood, they told me everything would be all right. I'm lucky to be able to say they were telling the truth. I recovered.
Oh, good.
I'll be
She's
able to
fine.
have PTSD to work through. Thanks to
Oh,
the
what a
help of the
relief!
community, Damien was arrested. I'm immensely grateful.
Oh, good. He went to
Most of
jail.
all, my roommate.
Yeah, God,
Had
that
he not
psycho
been
deserves
harmed,
it!
Had he not acted in my defense, something far
Yep,
worse.
like I
would
said,
happen.
he doesn't know anything about true love. He's
I
definitely a
might not
criminal.
be alive.
A stalker.
Yeah,
Don't
a
just take
yandere
that. Take
for that
charge.
women! I mean, that
Thought
girl!
come back today.
It's the same thing in that girl.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
A customer who frequented a store in Connecticut stalked an employee before stabbing her 7 times on Valentine's Day. Damian Davis, 35, is charged with assault, home invasion, burglary, and stalking. The victim is alive but injured. According to the documents, Davis was known to frequent Sam's food store in Manchester where the victim worked. On the evening of the stabbing, surveillance camera captured Davis crouching near basement doors outside of the victim's home. He was described as wearing a complicated hooded face mask. When the victim came home shortly after 7 p.m., Davis opened the door and went inside after her. A nearby Ring camera recorded screams from the victim. A few seconds later, Davis is seen fleeing the home. The victim's cousin, who was also in the home, reported witnessing the suspect stab the victim in the stomach. Prior to the incident, Davis hung out at a smoke shop telling others he was dating the victim. A witness there said Davis made a lot of inappropriate lewd remarks about the victim. Following the stabbing, from her hospital bed, the victim told her mother that she knew who her attacker was because he had come into the store earlier that day. Police tracked Davis down and arrested him. Davis told police where he ditched the knife, and also admitted to slashing tires in the victim's driveway in a previous incident.
The Valentine's strangers.
Last Valentine's Day, I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment with my girlfriend and my brother. He and I originally leased the place about 3 years back. My girlfriend had recently moved in and was obviously staying in my room. We had tentative plans to move out and get our own place one day, but living with my brother was very affordable, and as far as roommate situations go, mostly stress-free. For instance, he never got in the way of our couple time, as he called it. If we wanted to do something together like hog the living room for a night, he would just chill in his room or go out with his friends. When Valentine's Day came around, it was the same. I convinced my girlfriend that instead of going to some crowded overpriced restaurant, we should just cook something at home. I asked my brother if he wanted us to make him a portion, but he said he was content with staying in his room and letting us do our thing. The last thing he wanted was to third wheel. So, my girlfriend and I began our night. Everything was going great. We started cooking, and it honestly felt like my brother almost didn't even live there. My girl and I got tipsy on wine, and whipped up a super fancy meal that took us forever to make. We ate across from each other on the little dining room table, and when we were finished, we started to clean up and load the dishwasher, hoping it wouldn't take too long, because we wanted to lay down on the couch and get on with the rest of the night, if you know what I mean. By then, it was almost midnight. We were still in the middle of putting things away when my brother finally came out of his room for the first time in a while. He saw that we were busy, and not getting busy, so he poked his head in for a second. He said he was heading to the liquor store and asked if we wanted him to pick something up for us, but we still had a whole bottle of wine to finish, so we were fine. Then, he nodded and left the kitchen. I was focusing most of my attention on my girlfriend, of course, but I could still hear him walking toward the front door. It opened, but instead of closing it right away, I heard my brother's voice again. He wasn't yelling to us. He was talking to somebody else. It sounded like whoever he was talking to had him nervous or something. Suddenly, The door slammed shut right before two men started shouting and
Oh, I have a
screaming.
bad feeling
I
about
looked in that
this.
direction just as
me
my
too.
brother came back into the kitchen.
Literally.
The two men were behind
Oh
him,
man,
pointing
those
guns
two are
to his head
thugs.
and at us. It happened in an instant. I didn't have any time to prepare. None of us did. So we all just tried to do what they said in the
they're
hopes
doomed.
they would let us go.
Hands up! Don't move! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to let him in. Shut up! Don't talk to them! Take whatever you want. Just don't hurt us. Trust me, we will. Now get down! I said get down! Okay. Except you.
Who? Me?
Who else, bitch? Go in that room and lie on the bed.
Oh God, no!
Get in there or die right here. Your choice. My boy here will watch over these bums while I take care of you.
Yeah, but that's what they all say.
Don't touch me! No!
Oh no, she's getting raped.
Oh, that is really inappropriate, messed up.
That's just pure
I was
evil.
forced to listen to it every
Yeah, to a
single
total
second,
stranger, but he's
however
also
long
a
it went
thug,
on.
a
It must have
criminal?
felt like an eternity for her when it was done.
Oh my
More
god.
He threw her out onto the kitchen floor with us, now stripped of all her clothes. Yet he still wasn't finished. He ordered me and my brother to take off our clothes as well. Then he began whipping us with belts mercilessly.
Why does he want to do that?
His accomplice took his time.
Oh, yeah, 'cause he's a crazy
to ransack the
thug.
apartment and stole every valuable thing
They're
he
just
had.
criminals.
But that was the least
Yeah,
of our
those
misery.
secrets
For
called
our
the
accomplice,
cops.
As evil as he must have been to witness what was happening and not see
Yeah, but those two have
seemed to
guns.
only be in it for the money. The bastard who gave the orders.
They didn't know what to do.
was a sick, demented scumbag whose only
Oh, yeah,
pure
they were
desire
scared.
was to torture us. After the men left and that hour in hell was finally finished, we picked up the pieces and called 911. I knew my girlfriend would never be the same.
I mean, at least they're alive, but
She
still.
just tried to cover herself, refusing
Yeah.
to move or look at anyone. Days
That's just
later,
messed up.
The man who beat us and
Yeah.
forced himself onto my girlfriend was arrested. His accomplice was never found, and he never gave him up either. Without a plea deal for snitching, he was sentenced to rot in prison for 20 years. That's nothing compared to what he did, if you ask me. He wrecked our lives. He destroyed my girlfriend's life most of all. It's nearly been a year since that horrible night. I'll never forget how such a perfect Valentine's Day evening turned into hell on earth in a matter of seconds. This story was inspired by a disturbing Valentine's Day incident regarding a man who police said broke into a Dover apartment, burglarized it, and forced himself on a resident. Monty Wilson, 26, has pleaded guilty for the Valentine's Day crimes and will now spend 2 decades in jail. Surveillance video showed that the home invasion occurred around 1 a.m. A resident was leaving the apartment when 2 armed men he didn't know forced their way into his apartment. He was punched multiple times in the back of the head. The man was then taken into the bedroom with a female victim before a 3rd resident was forced into the room. The 2 male victims were made to lay face down on the floor, and the female forced to lay on the bed. The invaders then ransacked the house, stealing electronics, jewelry, wallets, phones, and bank cards. Wilson then took the woman into the living room and did what he did. Wilson also had 2 of the residents stripped naked and whipped their backs with a belt. Wilson's accomplice was never identified. Allegedly, an associate of Wilson sent him Instagram pictures of the victims at his residence, saying they were easy licks, a reference to robberies.
The very, very disturbing Valentine's affair.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter. Here's how it works.
I should have known my marriage was doomed from the start. My husband David was a very successful and attractive man, but he had already been married once before. He even had a daughter with the previous woman. The reason he gave for their divorce was always rather vague, though he always painted her as the villain. Sure, I had my suspicions, but I was naive enough to believe nothing like that would ever happen.
Oh my god, she
to
looks
us.
ugly and terrified. Look at her
Accepted his daughter
teeth.
as my own.
Yeah, her
And
teeth
in
are
time,
yellow.
We had twins.
It's like she hasn't brushed her teeth over a long time.
We started a business together and
Yeah,
opened several new
yeah.
locations together. The 2 of us were unstoppable. Sadly,
And look at her
paradise didn't
eyes. It
last.
looks like it's all
They
bloodshed or
kept
something.
First, almost so slowly.
Yeah,
that
I
it
mean,
was
literally.
noticeable. We both started to spend more time at work. but always at different locations. I told myself we were just working hard in those times so we could take it easy in the future. But then our home life began to suffer as well. When David and I were alone together, he would barely touch me or look at me. At night, he fell asleep the moment he laid in bed, leaving me wide awake, feeling alone and forgotten. Then, one night, I noticed he started smelling funny, like a musty and sweaty smell. I confronted him about it, but he would just say he was at the gym. That's when I knew something wasn't right. I knew he had to have been cheating on me, and he knew I wanted a divorce because of it. I wanted to take my sons and every penny he had, yet a divorce without clear cause would grant me next to nothing. I had to prove he was cheating, though with how busy I was, I could not do it on my own. That's when I hired a private investigator. The timing was perfect. Valentine's Day was coming up. Either David would have to bring the world to his knees and beg me to forgive him, or he would be planning something special for his mistress. Sure enough, it only took a few days for the private investigator to find out what David was up to. He had been sleeping with one of our receptionists, but what truly made my blood boil was where he was taking her. It was the exact same hotel we got married in. I couldn't take it any longer. The private investigator told me to wait for him to collect more evidence, but I was through. I had to confront that bastard right there and then. I drove the nice fancy car he bought me to the hotel that very night. When I found him in the
Looks like she had it.
his little home-wrecking slut, so I let him have it.
You piece of shit! I knew it! You've been lying to me!
What? Who the hell are you? Excuse me, is everything all right over here?
No! Everything is far from all right! That man is cheating on me!
This is your husband? No, I'm not. I've never met this woman in my life. She just came up and started screaming at me.
Oh, that's bullshit! We were married here!
Ma'am, please come with me.
You asshole! You'll regret this! I'll take everything you have! You'll be nothing without me! You hear me? Nothing!
Despite my unbridled rage, I was not strong enough to fight the men that dragged me out of the lobby. Of course, I knew they had been fed a string of lies by my husband, and it wasn't their fault they didn't understand what was going on. So I did my best not to take my anger out on them. Luckily, I didn't have to restrain myself for long. Once they got me back inside of my car, they thought their job was done, so they left and went back inside. I stayed there for a minute or two, just trying to cool off before driving away. But then I saw him, David. He had the gall to come out to the parking lot to talk to me, as if there was anything he could do that would help. Actually, there was one thing he did that I liked. He stood directly in front of my car, trying to keep me from leaving. I couldn't resist that golden opportunity, his final gift to me. I put my car in drive and floored it. The engine roared and the tires spun as I rocketed toward him. His two-timing body crashed onto
Man,
the
she's
hood and
good, right? She's
it
pissed!
rolled over the roof and tumbled onto the ground behind
Yeah, she just ran him over like a crazy psychopath.
Shock. I did it.
Oh,
I
she's gonna
really
go to
did it. I
jail!
ran him over. Then I looked into my rearview mirror.
Her anger!
I noticed he didn't seem to be getting up. Another
She sounds
gift from the
nuts.
universe.
See?
Yeah, literally!
See, oh god, she's planning to kill him. She's left like a crazy psychopath, like a demon.
Yeah, what the hell? Jeez, we be laughing at the outside, but the inside she's crying!
On July 24, 2002,
Yeah, she's
Clara
completely
Harris,
lost it. She's just
60,
nuts.
killed her husband, 44-year-old orthodontist David Harris, after she found him with his alleged mistress, Gail Bridges. The private investigator Clara Harris hired to follow her husband videotaped the incident.
I mean, I
and
agree.
showed her
They're
stalking him
crazy.
repeatedly with her Mercedes-Benz in the parking lot of a Houston hotel.
Yeah,
The
same
same
here.
the couple had married in on Valentine's Day 1992. The first
I mean,
impact
she's
sent
literally
David
laughing,
Harris
she was
flying
crying,
25
like,
feet. Then,
like she needs help.
Clara Harris crossed two grassy medians and ran over her husband.
Yeah,
3
she
more
needs help,
times
alright? Staying in a
before
crazy
the car
asylum like a
reversed
lily
back
pen, like a
to
crazy
the spot.
lunatic. She
Within
murdered
the car parked on top
her
of him,
ex-husband from
David
cheating on
Harris
her, and now
died of his injuries.
she keeps
The
running him
date
over
of
from
February
her car like a crazy
Harris was
lunatic.
sentenced to 20 years in prison for
Yeah,
murdering
that is
her
really
husband. It has
horrible.
been their 11th anniversary.
Very.
Good days start with homemade breakfast sandwiches. Technically, so can bad days.
Anyway, that was just insane and messed up that we just saw.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's just totally really messed up and insane.
Definitely insane. Well, anyways, make sure you comment below, like, and subscribe.